Oh yeah, it's yoga time. So a lot of people have been making comments about wanting to see me on this, and I decided to finally put up a YouTube video. I have no experience. I just bought this thing on a whim because he was on sale, and I'm like, that looks awesome! And all of the workouts that I try to do at home have been really difficult for me lately because I have like a double shoulder injury. I have a slap tear and a rotator cuff tear. And putting any pressure on my shoulder in normal yoga stances like downward dog or, you know, anything, I just can't. It hurts. It hurts. It's like pushing in on my shoulder, and it really hurts. And I found that using the trapeze, this is like my 4th day using it. I've been using it every other day. But getting on the trapeze, like holding on to it and like pulling myself up or letting it hang isn't nearly as painful. I get sore the next day, and sometimes there's a little bit of radiating pain, but overall I would say that it's been way better, way better on my shoulder than doing any other exercises.
All about turkeys.
And he's learning all about turkeys. So, here is my YouTube video, and like I said, I am amateur. I don't know anything about how to use it. I've watched some videos. My trapeze came with a few like pictures that kind of showed how it goes, but we'll see how it works. So, I'll show you a few of the things that I've figured out how to do. Of course, the first thing that most people see is
much closer than the sun.
Yes, the light is much closer than the sun. The first thing that most people like about this is being upside down. I can't remember what the word for it is called, but there's this, it's good for your back pain because there's a lot of separation in your spine, and people tend to shrink as they get older. I know I've actually lost an inch during my first pregnancy, and so I would like to get that inch back, and maybe this will help me. But yeah, so stretching upside down is like the first thing that most people want to try in here. I should actually do some stretches before we get in here, so I'll just go over some things that I like to do. Maybe it'll be better if I do it this way so you can see me. Yes, how convenient I got this over my bed, huh? So I just kind of start with one foot at a time, try to loosen up my joints. Exercising or stretching has also always been really difficult for me because I'm always just like fighting against myself, and like I feel the tension and my muscles start to tense, and I don't get very far. It took me a month to touch my toes. Just stretching every day, and because I think I was just fighting myself on it and I didn't know. So this is good because it's using my own weight as resistance, and I can't really lock up when I'm doing this. So here I just have both of my feet facing forward, got one leg up. I'm kind of stretching my groin, my hips, the front of my hips here a little bit. I do it like this, and then I turn sideways, and I kind of stretch out. Yes, look, this is as far as I can go. I am not flexible, which is weird because I'm loose jointed, but I'm not flexible. All of my loose joints have brought me is dislocating body parts. Dislocated my knee and my hip several times, so that's always fun. But yeah, this is literally as far as I can go. I'm not even a 90-degree angle, I would say. I'm just less than that. Or wait, what is that? 45-degree angle. So, and then after this stretch, I turn backwards, and I kind of kneel into it. This is really good. Stretch from my thighs, and
Mama,
I really enjoy this.
All about rainbow trout.
Oh, all about rainbow trout. Awesome. All right. And now the next leg. Ah, did you hear that pop? So this, I just kind of lean forward a little bit. I feel it in the under part of my thigh here and the forward part of my hip here. Turn sideways. I really enjoy how this is all these handles I can always like use for support in many ways. The only thing I would change about this actually is that I really enjoy having it on my bed, but I think that I need to buy like a platform so that when I'm on my bed that it's stable, because this bed is like 10-inch foam, and so like my foot just gets sucked into here and I have like very little stabilization in my balance because the foam is just absorbing all of my weight. And yeah, I get a different kind of stretch when I point my toe here. I didn't notice that before. Oh, this is good. Okay. All right, so then I move into sitting in here.
Oh, look, Mama! Everything Mouse is talking to me.
Awesome. This is very wide hammock. Very wide, which is really nice. I can literally sit up here like a little baby. Alright. So I sit up here and I adjust this so I'm just covering my butt. I pull it down to my hips because I need this to be in the correct placement. Up. Now this is something I recently learned, was putting my feet together and to make a diamond, and that it was very useful in the non-cutting off my circulation because I was like really cutting off my circulation before. So when I'm upside down, I like to just like hang here for a minute or two. Kind of just let the blood flow to my head a little bit. Try to relax. I need to adjust my thighs here. This is a little bit painful. I feel a lot of like separation pressure here in my hips, and I can really like crack my back. Let's see if you can hear it. Alright, well, I didn't crack it that time, but yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I really like it. I also like the placement of this on my bed because then I can hold on to the end of my bed here and do this kind of a stretch.
Look, I got 0 tickets.
Spin the wheel.
This is good on my arms too. If I let go, because I'm like resisting here. So if I let go and I just hang like this, this is a bit of a stretch for my shoulders. I can feel this up through my armpits, which is really great.
One side of this piece of cheese is shaped like a triangle.
Also, when I get down here, if I can push myself back and create more of an arch in my back.
A square-shaped cracker makes an excellent snack. You like triangle.
I see a lot of people try to like reach up here and do this. This is kind of a really nice stretch in a weird way. If you want to bend backwards. Oh.
Oh my God, 0 tickets.
Oh, 0. Better do some learning so you get some tickets.
I have to win the biggest number ever.
myself down a little bit. Trying to use my, engage my core to let my legs down. I see a lot of people grabbing their feet like this. Oh, I don't feel like I'm strong enough to let go and do that. Whew. Oh, I get really lightheaded being upside down like that too.
Click on a
Just take a minute to
and
let the blood flow back into my body. Those bending backwards feels really good, but at some point I get really like a rush of blood to my head, and I get kind of dizzy. So here I'm going to show you how you can just put this on your lower back. I kind of sit into it here, put it right at my top of my butt, base of my hips here. I kind of hold myself forward as I push myself back because, again, I'm not strong enough to do it. Also, I gotta stop talking for a second. Hold on. And then I walk myself back up. I do it that way because if I'm talking, I am resisting myself and I'm flexing muscles that I need to relax. So that's why I do it that way. Alright, and now just going to bend down here and hey look, I can touch my toes. I don't know how real this is because I'm absorbing my mattress here. But now I'm going to kind of walk into a downward dog position with this on my belly. So is what I'm doing is I'm relieving the pressure that I'd be putting on my shoulder while still kind of creating some resistance or pressure there so that I can strengthen my back and my shoulders here. Yeah?
This is the downward dog?
No, the downward dog is when you're like this, butt in the air. Put your butt in the air. On your feet, on your feet. Do it like mommy, like this. There you go. That's downward dog. All right, now I'm going to move my feet back a little bit.
And this is upward dog.
And
now this is upward dog.
kind of let my body go here.
Mama,
relax just a little bit.
This is upward dog. When you put your butt down, this is the upward dog.
Oh. Are you learning yoga? I really feel this in my calves, and it's really tight back there. I'm just pushing myself up on my toes to create kind of stretch somewhere. I don't know where the stretch feeling is. I feel the stretch in my feet. I see a lot of people take their hands above their head and stretch like this. I cannot seem to straighten my elbows. My shoulder blades are not cooperating. I have no idea what's going on back there. It's really annoying. So I'm just going to stretch like this a minute, although that's kind of painful on my non-injured shoulder, which is interesting. So, do that. I'm going to sit back up in here, and I'm going to put my feet in these little straps here, and do some more stretching in my legs.
Mama.
Yeah.
Look,
So I put
this.
foot here.
Mama, I got this.
And
I
one
got
foot
this.
here. Oh, good job, honey. And then, so I do this. I move my butt up to the edge of my little sling here, and I kind of like hold on for dear life. Because I certainly don't want to do the splits, and I don't want to resist either. So I'm trying to let some natural balance stretching happen. I'm going to stop talking again so I can kind of relax into this.
Paxton's whining all the time. Look, Mama.
All right, so now I will show you the one yoga move that I've definitely not mastered, but I really was trying for a long time, for every time I got in here, and I finally was able to accomplish yesterday, or the last time I was on here. Oh. So I was in here, and there's this thing called the flying spider, and it's where you like lift yourself up into a push-up position. And I kept on trying to find out. Holy shit. Oh, well, I wasn't able to do that the other day. Oh, so maybe I'm strengthening myself here. I gotta wedge this trapeze into my crotch. Ow. Yeah, you can see I'm pretty shaky because this is a difficult position. I see chicks doing push-ups like this, and that's freaking amazing. I feel like this is extremely difficult to do. Easier when I have my feet out like this, but it's definitely a balancing kind of thing. Let me see. Relax, relax, relax. All right. And then another thing that I like to do is I take these taller handles here, I unravel my legs, and I kind of try to just balance with my legs up in this.
Whoa, Mama!
I know, crazy, huh?
You can stretch out your leg. You can stretch out your arms, Mama. Mama, get down. Up there.
That's real pain. I think the thing that I dislike the most about that is that it really hurts my hands. Like, I feel like my hand is like stuck in this position right now. I literally have a cramp. I cannot open my hand. I got this hand open. You can see my muscles flexing. Oh, there we go. Oh, not that hand. This is so weird. You can do it. Oh. Whew. That's weird. That's a weird feeling, you guys. Alright, let me show you some else. Alright, nope, hold on. So another thing I like to do for my arm workouts here, my arm and back, is just lift myself up. I'm kind of obsessed with my arms lately. I don't know why. Just am. They look great, so I've been working on them. And my arm muscles are a lot easier to build than any other muscle for some reason. So I have different levels that I can do. So when I'm sitting down, I can use a lot more of my body weight.
and kind of pull myself up. Or I can lift my butt up and pull myself up like this, which gives me less weight to lift. So I do that. I also try to do this for some core and glutes exercises. That is not very safe. Please do not do this. Don't put this in your mouth because you're going to eat through my foam handles. Now you created slobber. And don't get on me. Don't get on me. Hey, I am not a ramp. I also like to turn sideways and do this. Hold on, stop. I'm almost done. Turn sideways and do this. Kind of a lift and lower. In yoga, I would normally have this arm straight or be on my shoulder, which I could, or be on my elbow, which I could do, but it really hurts this shoulder, so I kind of just make shit up as I go. My goal for for the month of April was to really work on abs and try to create some I've never had like defined abs, and I'm getting really close. Ouch. Stop. And I think a lot of that is just going to come from me doing this every day, every other day, who knows, working on it. I think just doing core things. I have this kind of spread out to my lower back, and doing this, doing leg lifts, of course, will always work your abs. I like doing it in this trapeze instead of flat on the ground because, whoopsies, I feel like I'm, what's the word? Oh, not hurting my back. It hurts my lower back when I do leg lifts on the ground. So. Don't mind me just kicking my child in the head. Oh. Also because I can do like this and have some like incline or decline, I don't remember. Incline sit-ups, which is nice. Watch out, watch out. So I just put my legs up here. Here, I'll turn around. Hold on, Fleur. I'm almost done. This is the last thing I'm doing, all right? Oh, boy, it's harder for me to figure out how to sit in this thing from this direction. Hey, let go. Your foot's going to get trapped in there, and that's going to really suck for you. So I get my feet up in here. And then I do some sit-ups the best I can. Hey, stop.
How do you? Mama, I'm going to hold you so you can't fall. Hold on to these, Mama. Hold on to these, Mama. Be careful. Be careful. Morning.
All right. And so
so that's my yoga trapeze, and that's what I've been doing on this lately. I've gotten a lot of requests, and I hope that over time I'll see some really awesome changes in my body, and maybe get other people into this too. And yeah, so thanks for watching. See you later.